Minor technical difficulty there for a bit.
It was awkward. I was like, "What? Oh, the music's done. What's going on? I
Yeah,
can't control anything from my end."
I know. So I was like, wait, what's going on here? So something just kind of glitched for a second there, but we're here. We're live, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the RNG Weekly Updates for all the stuff in gaming that is, I think, fun and newsworthy to cover. And joining me today is Mr. Angry Canadian. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I've been waiting for this for 3 weeks now, I want to say. So, yeah, it's gonna be great talking about whatever you got lined up, and a lot of great news, a lot of interesting news the last couple weeks too. So this will be a fun time.
Yes, yes, yes. And before we begin, too, we got Mr. Nerdy Neo joining us. Saying perfect timing. Just finished up watching your DK stream. Well, let me know how he thought about it. And we got Mr. Ando saying yo, 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 yo to you too, sir. It's good to see you. Didn't see it a bit. And my dog decided that he wants to play with me right now at the worst possible time. But I'll try. Hopefully, he doesn't start e-upping at me. But if he does, I will try to mute myself. So, before we get on this and going, how are you doing today, sir?
Good man. Just I don't know. Just gonna talk about the articles you got lined up. Hopefully later today I can get some gaming in because this whole week I barely had a chance to play any games, which was really annoying. So I
Yeah.
got to catch up. I got a lot of games I'm working on.
Yeah, that reminds me too. I have to ask you a favor, Mister Japanese man. Uh, Recently, I found out that they're going to be doing a promotion for all my favorite sumo wrestlers with coffee. I need you to look into that for me if you get a chance.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good.
I guess there's like something going on. I guess you could win a prize of like a handprint from one of them too. So that'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just look into that. But that's not gaming related here. Let's talk about some games going on here. And so you haven't really been playing too much at all. Is what
Yeah,
that?
I just play on my commute, on the way to work and on the way back. I've just been playing Xenoblade 3, like revisiting it on New Game Plus. But no, at nighttime I get home and either um, crap happens or like it's too late or I had to like do something else, so I didn't have time to play like the normal games I'm working through right now. So yeah.
All right, cool, cool. Well, nothing wrong with that. All right, so what stories do we want to start off with? Do we want to start like just right into the big piles of shit, or do we want to go with some smaller piles?
Let's start with small stuff.
All
Like chip
right,
away at it a little bit because
all
there's
right.
quite a bit.
So the first one I'm going to bring up here, this one I feel like is more so in your wheelhouse more than mine here. But we got a new article here. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit more here. There we go. That says NVIDIA is now doing a beta testing for GeForce Now on Linux. And it says here NVIDIA promises to deliver a native GeForce Now Linux app earlier this month and is now releasing a beta today. The native Linux app is a highly requested feature for GeForce Now, especially as subscribers have had to rely on unofficial apps or browser tweaks to get that service. Now, I, as everyone know here, am not a tech guy. I am a Luddite, and that means is someone who's adverse to technology. But I'm not a complete boomer, but I just am not the best when it comes to tech. So, AC, you're kind of the nerd here. What do you have to say about this?
I mean, it's interesting because GeForce Now is just basically like cloud gaming for GeForce. So I think there's like some other features and stuff that they have there. I don't use it all the time. In fact, it's more of an annoyance for me. Like it's always whining at me to update or whatever. But it is cool that there is like at least Linux is getting some I don't know support, I guess, with GeForce and whatnot.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I guess now or like soon you'll be able to do cloud gaming with Linux on Linux through the GeForce Now. So that'll be nice if people are into that. But I think what people really want, and I'm not really into the Linux scene right now, is to be able to play like PC games on Linux without like having to update repositories every like 30 hours and whatnot and all the other inconveniences that Linux has compared to like I guess Mac or Windows. And I'm not saying those are even better, but Yeah, I mean that's cool. So Linux is slowly catching up, I guess you can say, or it's more. I guess you could say it's more like Nvidia's like, hey, maybe we should invest into Linux. And I don't know if this means this is going to have a play with the Steam machine, because I don't know if the Steam machine is going to be modeled after Linux or whatnot, like, or if they're going to use the operating system, I should say, or if they have like their own. But yeah, that's interesting to see, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, this matters to a lot of people I know, especially with people trying to not be on Windows because Windows 11 I heard is not the best. I'm not a nerd like that, you know. I'm a simple plug and play kind of guy. So this means something to somebody out there, and I figured this is always nice to share because I know in our space that we usually have a lot of people who hang out and do stuff on Linux or have made at least a attempt to move over with some of their devices. So for anyone out there who uses GeForce now, I don't use it myself, but you never know. But in general, it seems like Linux is starting to get more and more support too, so that's good to see. And so also speaking of good to see, is Mr. Pop Culture Mechanic saying, "Hey, it's my favorite angry YouTuber."
It's my favorite mechanic.
And then of course Neo is insulting my Midwest accent.
Okay.
Oh, they're saying your mic is a little bit low there, AC.
Yeah, I have to speak. I'm gonna have to shout, I guess, to talk to
Yeah,
you. So,
I, I'm
or you can boost me. I think you can boost me
I
on your end.
boosted you to 150, but
Okay. Yeah, let me know. Anytime I try to use my like nice mic, it like squeals and blows out people's eardrums. So that's why I have to use the gamer headset. They're not Turtle Beaches, but they get the job done.
yeah, we can work on that in the future. I think next package I'll send you out another mic, see if that works for you.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the small story right there. That's one of the first ones. Well, for people out there who are Linux heads, good news, more Linux support. Next up, this one is just a small little fun little story out here too, and that is it is currently the 20th anniversary of Okami is this year, especially with Okami 2 around the corner. This is the official Capcom website for English, so go check this out, which all these stories, as I said before, will be linked in the video after this live stream is done. It says life Life in This World revives. Originally released in 2006 and set in Japan-style world, take on the role of Amaterasu and embark on a adventure to bring back life in this action-adventure game. Enjoy the action of character development while overcoming difficulties through unique gameplay systems with the Celestial Brush. So basically, over here, it's just a little reminder that they are working on an Okami sequel, and you can go out there and buy an Okami video game right now if you want. Just out there, probably having some big deals. Recently, they did just also announce that there is going to be a concert and that they are also doing a limited time music set. And this one, I'm going to actually ask for your help because this is also the Japanese website as well. And let's see, can you see that just fine?
Yeah.
So, do you think you can read any of this to help us out here?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Let's start with this side.
Oh my goodness, I'm just not ready to do live translation. It's just talking. It's just saying that like it's being flowery with like this is a game, like an amazing game, like has rich history, whatever, great sound, and we're doing a concert for it. That's the gist of it.
Yeah,
And talking about the 20th anniversary right there, that's why you see the number 20. So fans are able to go to a like kind of like a once in a lifetime type of concert for it.
yeah. So the schedule and the tickets have not been announced yet, but over here is a link to the website. This will be exclusively in Japan. So if you're looking to get into, let me rephrase that. If you're looking to go to Japan and you're looking for something to do while you're out there, and you just happen to be here, I believe this says April is when the concert will be, and if you're in that area, this will be for you to go check out around that time.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I really want to play this game like this year. I guess now's the year to play it, but you've talked about it a lot, and I have the Wii copy of it, so I like to try it on the Wii before I played the HD upgrade on the Switch. So played like the original form of it, but I've always been curious about this game and the art. I love the art. I mean, everyone likes the art, right? The art style for it.
Yeah, it's
So
beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I really am looking forward to Okami too. I know that uh ooh, crap, I'm blanking on his name. Help me.
Kamiya? Yeah,
Hideki Kamiya
yeah.
is also taking over Clovis Studios to run this one. So looking forward to see what the sequel will hold. I want to go back and play this game. I already re-downloaded it because it's got me nostalgic. But Okami, one of those great PS2 games. A lot of people love the Wii version of it too. Some people say it is the definitive way to play the game. So looking forward to hearing your thoughts about that in a later episode when you finally get to play it.
Yeah, man. It'll be great.
Moving along real quickly, this one is a little bit of sad news. We got Concepts has no Concept Comcept has shut down. The studio that was founded by Keiji Inafune after he left Capcom, known for such terrible games as Mighty Number Nine and the forgotten Xbox exclusive Recore. It's a sad day to hear a studio go down, and it kind of sucks though for someone who is considered a icon of the industry, Keiji Inafune. And AC, did you ever play any of these games?
Not Recore or Mighty Number Nine. I've told you before. I remember seeing like because that was an Xbox One title, correct? So I
See,
remember seeing the ads for it. I'm like, what is this game? Like this is like crazy looking, but I didn't know who it was behind the game. And I've then later on I found out, oh, it's the Mega Man guys. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. I guess they whatever projects they did weren't like good enough. Oh, they were actually based out of Osaka. That's crazy too.
yeah.
I just saw that. I wonder where. Probably near. Where I probably can find it. So, yeah, like you said, it's unfortunate when a small studio or studio closed down, I should say. And hopefully the talent gets absorbed somewhere else. And I think they will. There's a lot of like new studios being made, especially here in Osaka. And it'll be interesting to see like where he goes, right? Unless he's just going to completely drop out of the industry. So
I mean, he could theoretically just retire at this point, but you never know. Japanese devs seem to like want to hang around for a long time, you know?
yeah, it's also like it's creatives, man. Creatives in general want to stay in the game as long as they can until like they physically can't.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's because they just love it. They love doing it. They love being a part of the process, and so that's why they want to keep doing it. And yeah, so I think he'll stick around unless like there's an illness. I think he will stick around. So
So I recently just played Recore last year for the first time, and the game's not terrible. It had a lot of heart to it, especially because I think it did receive some of those FPS boosts for the Series X and S.
oh, that's
So
nice.
I think it did play a lot better. It wasn't an amazing game, don't like by any concept. No pun intended here, but you know, it was still actually pretty fun to play that game. I haven't played Mighty Number Nine. I was hoping Neo would play it, but I don't think Neo even knew that game existed, and he's supposed to be like the big Mega Man fan from what I remember.
Yeah,
So,
Neo playing Japanese games. I don't know. That doesn't like click with me.
he plays like maybe two every couple years.
Yeah, yeah.
So next up, I feel like we'll get started on one of the big topics here first,
All right.
and that is going to be talking about Highguard. So first off, here we got an article from good old Video Game Chronicles, and this one is going to talk about Highguard. It says Highguard manages almost 100K Steam players on day one, amidst over 13,000 negative reviews.
Oh, sheesh.
So basically, over here, let's go on here. The article says free-to-play shooter Highguard has debuted to a strong player base on Steam, but the achievement has been softened somewhat by over 13,000 negative Steam reviews. Highguard was announced at the Game Awards, gaining a large amount of attention due to it being the final game announced at the show. This slot is usually reserved for an announcement for large franchises or well-known studios, so the debut shooter being placed in that slot, followed by radio silence from the developer, Wildlight Entertainment turned heads. So it says over here, According to Steam database charts, the game managed to hit a peak of 9,724, 97,249 concurrent players on launch day. While these numbers are strong for debut IP, their reviews paint a different picture. At the time of writing, just 32.5% of games reviews have been positive. The game currently has 6,027 positive reviews and 13,363 negative reviews. So there's been a lot of, I guess you could say, drama around this game for many, many different reasons. And AC, what's your thoughts about this game? When you first saw this, or have you seen it at all? Do you know anything about this game?
I only know the Game Awards trailer that they showed off, and then after that, like I just had no interest in like looking into it because I'm not a big free-to-play guy. I don't like these live service games. Just I've dipped my toes in a few of them, and it got to the point where it's like I don't feel like there's anything tangible here. Like it's all online, it's all digital, right? Like there's nothing physical, like nothing tangible for me to like really appreciate about the game, for example. So that's why I avoid just live service games. And this game just it was funny like when it was first announced, right? And like Jeff made a big deal about it at the end of the show. I'm like, okay, and then they showed it off. It's like this is just like whatever. Like I just thought it was mid. And then like people online were talking about it and they're just like, why would you close out your show with a free to play game that looks like every other free to play like hero shooter or whatever it's what it is. And the thing that hurt the most was the fact that it was made by a bunch of ex devs from legit good first person shooter games. And just following the drama and seeing like people talking about it, it's been like interesting, entertaining. But I just have no dog in this fight because I don't really care to play the game, and I don't care if people play the game, right? Like I know there's a lot of people out there defending it, like saying you should play the game and see for yourself, and I agree with that. But um, I think it was poorly mistaken for Jeff to have that at his show. And it kind of just shows how out of touch he is, I guess, with the current sphere of free to play games in general and shooters, I guess you could say. So
Yeah, he definitely put a lot of added pressure on it by making it the centerpiece of the show. And then there was just no hype behind it by the studio themselves.
yes, that's another point too. Is they didn't advertise it because everyone. I remember seeing like tweets here and there after December. People are like, "Hey, this game's coming out soon, right? Like, where's that? Where's the press for it, right? Where's the advertisement for this game?" And there's like nothing. It was just dead silent.
Yeah, and that's another big problem too because I actually watched a Donkey video and this morning, ironically enough, and he was covering this game, and there is a lot of issues with this game in terms of performance and stuff too. I guess there's an actual giant bug that's been happening where you have to reboot a setting in your computers just to get it done properly. Here, I'm gonna look it up
Wow.
real quick. It's like a BIOS thing. You would know what
Oh,
this means.
really?
Yeah.
It's that deep into the computer. That's insane. If it's a BIOS setting, you have to reset because not every. It's kind of funny. People that build their computers, they really don't know like how computers function or how to like troubleshoot issues with computers or like how to even get to the BIOS. Or it's now they don't use BIOS anymore or a lot of stuff. They use it's called a UFIS or UEFIS or something. So a little bit different looking, but a lot of people don't know how to access that. So if that's an issue that they're having, then that's gonna make it even funnier for people to try to like troubleshoot it.
Okay, so
Like,
this is the correct term. So it's a security boot disable fix.
oh, okay, okay, yep. So what else is there to it?
I guess that's been like one of the errors that's going on over here, from what I'm seeing. So there's like a massive issue that's been going on where you have to correct a thing with your computer because Highguard has an issue with your PC and it makes you do something like that.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, security boot is basically it has something to do with your devices inside your computer build itself are like I think it has to do with they're tied to the motherboard. Like it's like everything is like linked together, like security wise. And if you turn off secure boot, then it allows you to kind of like bypass things so that you can like you can use it for recovery. Like that's used for I've used it before for like recovering files. Like you have to turn off the secure boot so you can like get into the files and be able to recover files without like dealing with the operating system trying to like fight you on the recovery process. And a secure boot is something you have to go and turn on and off in like the BIOS, like you said earlier, or the UFIs, and it's just like a simple setting to turn on and off. But that's kind of rare to hear that. Like you need to like do that in order to get something to like a video game to work correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the video here right now. I think I found the part where you can kind of see it for yourself. Here, let me make sure the sound's on. All right, place. Here it is. So I think this is where you explain it.
Please enable and restart game. What the fuck does that mean?
You gotta go into your BIOS.
I have to go into my computer's BIOS?
Yeah, you gotta do something in the BIOS to start secure boot.
You have to put secure boot on your BIOS.
No, is this a troll? Is this a troll that's happening to me?
No, it's real. Yeah, you gotta enable the Highguard.
Oh my god.
Just like look up how to enable secure boot and just follow the directions.
But it's different depending on what company makes your motherboard.
I don't know who makes my motherboard.
Might have been Jeff. Open your computer and there should be a chip on your motherboard and it says Highguard mode and switch that to high.
I'm trying.
That's where I want to share it. But now do you understand what I was trying to say?
Yeah, yeah. So secure boot is. I thought that was default. I thought that was always on because it's just to prevent unauthorized software from being run on your computer. That's weird. I could have swore that was on, but yeah, yeah. It's a chip on your motherboard to enable Highguard.
I thought that was funny. But on top of that too, like I said, they've been having disconnect problems. It's only 3v3 combat. Today they just announced that they're launching another game mode where it's 5v5 as well.
Yeah.
So it seems like the devs are trying to turn it around. But speaking of the devs, this will be a good segue over here. This comes from Dextros on Twitter and says here, Highguard dev says they are confident in their game, but they didn't expect the hate. Lead game designer Carlos Penada, I don't know. Next, said the belief came from the fact that they had a game they couldn't find anywhere else, so they felt very confident that in it. So it does seem. Hold on a second here. How does Homeboy not know who made his MOBA?
Exactly. Yeah, Jody. Yeah, yeah. Like again, and it's just people. Like they build a computer and they just don't understand like why they're putting pieces together, or they got a pre-made, so it's all there and it's like a console, right? They just bought the console and they're just playing on it. So yeah, that's the typical consumer there.
Yeah, well, like I said, for me, if there's a problem, I am lucky enough I can go to my my brother-in-law, who's a computer science major, who made my computer for me. Or I can call, contact somebody who's like, okay, help me out here. And but like you said, there's a lot of people who are also like me who just go like, it's expensive, so I mean, good, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
but like what we're seeing right here too, it does seem like the devs really thought that they had a fucking banger, and it does feel like Jeff Keighley also kind of played in a little bit to that ambition, and. I feel like even though this is a studio full of veteran game devs, I'm shocked that they were kind of caught off guard by this. But we also saw this online with Cliffy B, who was also saying, like, when did it become popular to just hate on a video game, you know, when you have nothing to go with it? And then there was a whole shitstorm drama there with people having differences of opinions about it. But AC, did you see that tweet by any chance?
Yeah, I did, and it was interesting because I read it two different ways. So initially it was like when did it become popular to hate on a video game? It's like, well, people have been doing that for like decades at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now we have the internet and people have like large followings, so they can do it, and it gets, you know, boosted up there.
Yeah.
But the other end of it that I read was like, well, this is a game that is kind of more or less well deserved to be hate on, only because it's like there's nothing special about this game that I've heard from people that have played it. Like our buddy, or your buddy, Nashmir, he played it, and he actually did some, like he talked about it in some different discords and whatnot, and just between him and some other people that I've heard, that it's like the game doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like all these different like elements from other shooters and other games like mashed into one. So it has like no real identity. And it's a free to play game, so it's already gonna have that stigma of like, okay, you gotta have to, if you want to advance in this game, you're gonna have to pay with the microtransactions. And it's swimming in the sea of other free to play games that are much better, or they have more quality behind them. And then the icing on top is the fact that this was pushed by Jeff, like at the end of his awards show, as like the thing he's been waiting forever for, right? I think that's like he said that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been waiting for this forever. It's like you've been waiting for a mid 3v3 shooter, like free to play shooter. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? This is what you're gonna end the show on. So yeah, that's why people are quote unquote hating on this game.
I mean, like, to be fair, I always say this in a game like this. I hope they kind of stick with it. We all got burned by Concord. Like, that donkey video was actually pretty funny, because at first he basically goes like, nobody wanted to pay $40 for a FPS shooter when you got games like Overwatch and that. And then he goes, except for Arc Raiders. Everyone wanted to pay $40 for Arc Raiders.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But that's because that was like, I want to play Arc Raiders, but that's because just looking at the game, you're like, okay, there's actual quality, like actual talent put behind this. So
Yeah.
I will go pay the $40 for this. Yeah.
But it's funny too, because we talked about Arc Raiders a while back. I don't think you were on this episode. I think it was Cream, but even the devs of Arc Raiders were getting shit thrown on them too, because they were using AI voices for their characters too.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not hear about that actually.
Yeah. So like, you never know, but like I said, I don't want games to fail necessarily, because like I said, this is the gamer's paradox. We want something new and different and try to break the mold and do it, but then at the same time, we also want everything to stay the same, and we don't want things to change and blah blah blah. But it sounds like they haven't given up yet. So hopefully this could make a turnaround. We've seen other things make decent turnarounds, Fallout 76, No Man's Sky. But it's still way too early to tell if Highguard is going to follow the into the dustbin with games like Concord and Anthem, or maybe he'll turn around and maybe make a comeback. Like I said, they just added a 5v5 mode today, so maybe that will change things up. I don't know.
I can't believe that this guy had the gall to say, had a game that you couldn't find anywhere else. Now, I need to play the game to really fully understand that statement, but I don't know, man. It looks pretty similar to like 4 other games out there. So
Yeah.
that's a
Yes.
bold claim. You got to really be able to back it up, so.
I mean, it's like, how can I say this nicely? I'm not going to play it,
Yeah.
Like that's just really what it is. I'm not going to play it. I have no interest in games like this. Let me rephrase that. I'm not adverse to playing multiplayer games. I just don't have the time nor the try hard in me anymore to care. The last one for me was the original Overwatch. But after that, I'm just playing PvE, or I'm just playing single player at this point. So let me know down in the comments if you're watching this later, or if you're watching it now. If you've played Highguard, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Add you to this conversation, because we only have one more story about Highguard before we move on. And then coming over here, Jody says, I was tempted to go pre-built myself, but no, just waiting for a little bit of more money to come in, and I'll hand build it. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I did. At least the devs aren't adding critics online. Outright adding critics online. Okay.
Yeah, I think like tagging them in their posts and stuff. Yeah. Because there's a lot, I will say, there's a lot of outlets shilling for this game too. Like they're just like glazing it, and I think it's because they're trying to get ahead of the quote unquote hate mob. So
Yeah. No, I like I said, it's tough, especially if you're a streamer, because you have to be at the will of your audience.
Yeah.
You know, like I know that there was a few people who are like, "Oh man, I want to play this game," but at the end of the day, your money comes from your audience, and if they don't want to fucking watch it, they don't want to fucking watch it.
Yep.
So speaking of streamers who are fucking has-beens, let's talk about Mr. Dr. Disrespect.
Oh yeah, I did hear about this. This is very funny.
So Dr. Disrespect says his fake Highguard preview badge photo is just poking fun at devs. Confirm he was not invited to playtest. I'm just going to be honest here. I thought this was just funny because it's just another example of a washed up has-been trying to get attention off of a hot topic and in the most cringe and out of touch way over here. AC, did you see anything about this story that much in depth? Did you have anything you want to say to that?
No, I just remember the boys over at Gronkin Gaming, they were talking about it, and then like I remember what's his name? Lethal's like, so he was like, Doc, because they all of the boys have hard-ons for Dr. Disrespect. So they were like, oh, did you hear like Dr. Disrespect went there? And then like I think people are like, wait, that wasn't real. And I think I'm pretty sure it happened on the stream. It was like live, pretty much went down live that they found out it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it. I'm like, that is so funny. I mean, kudos to him for like jumping on it and like being goofy about it. Dr. Disrespect here, but man, like that. I mean, it's funny. I thought it was just funny that happened. So Can you scroll down a little bit? Is that a custom PS5 controller he has?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Huh. Okay. Anyways, thank you.
That's all I have to really say about him. The guy's a fucking creep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand why people still defend that guy, man. It's over. It's okay to move on and let it go. He's on the fucking Somalian equivalent of a streaming site known as Rumble. So just let him fucking be there.
Yes, fade off into the distance.
Exactly. Fucking creep. All right. Let's go on to something a little bit different. And over here, last week, we had a Xbox Developer Direct where they showed off 4 video games. And we're going to talk about that once I make this zoom in so you can see it better. How do you make that like a permanent thing? I'll ask you after this.
Yeah, you'll have to show me because I'm not sure from your end. Yeah. Send him to the farm, yes.
Send him to the fucking wood chipper. The farm's too good.
Yeah, the farm is too. Yeah, it's too nice.
So the Xbox Developer Direct was last Thursday, about just over a week ago. Excuse me, and they showed off 4 video games, 2 from Playgrounds, one of their main studio, which is the racing game Forza Horizon 6. Then they showed off their final project as Fable for autumn release, and that was their showstopper, the send off. And then in between, the surprise game from Double Fine called Kiln. And, of course, Beast of Reincarnation by Game Freak was also the middle segment there. AC, overall, before we go on and talk about these games, did you watch this Direct?
Yeah, so I watched it after it was live because it went live at like 3 in the morning for me. So I was not going to wake up to watch this live. And, yeah, it was actually pretty entertaining, like pretty fun to watch. I liked all 3, or excuse me, I liked all of the games like presentation except for the Beast of Reincarnation. Something about like the way they were going on and on and on about like this and that and not really talking about the gameplay and stuff like just drove me nuts. It's like I just want to learn about the gameplay. And then I think after them was Kiln, and I was really glued onto Kiln. Just the way they presented it and the way they talked about the gameplay and the mechanics really like hooked me. I'm like, okay, that was like interesting to learn about Kiln.
I'm shocked about that one. Was one that you actually were going to take special note of. What did you think about Kiln then? I guess let's hear a more in-depth thought.
Besides the cringe acting that they did for like the production or whatever, I just like the fact that the game is around this like idea of like you craft like a body and you're running around in this body. And I'm not a big because is that considered a MOBA game, like that style of the game?
Yeah, it looks like a MOBA.
Okay, I'm not like a big fan of MOBA, but I did think like the concept behind it was really cool, and like how the different shapes or whatever like have different buffs or different abilities, and how I like the map designs. I thought the map designs look really clever, really cool, especially how depending on the shape of your kill or your pot, excuse me, you can like go through secret tunnels and like secret passageways or whatever, like shortcuts. Um, just everything about it, and I don't know why, but the kiln part of it, or not the kiln, excuse me, the pottery making part of it was really cool. I was like, okay, this looks really satisfying, and they talked about it, how when they were developing it, they wanted to make it easy to approach, but like really satisfying to build, and I really like that. So, yeah, that's just so I like the little display that they did. I thought it was pretty cool.
I do enjoy a lot of Double Fine's games. They're very fun, small, creative little indie games, and this one in particular looks like it's going to be another unique and interesting game. Sadly, I don't know if this game's going to have that much of a appeal to it. I will definitely want to check it out. What really comes down to is the price of this game, and I think that also hurt Keeper as well because Keeper was $30, and I feel like that game should have been 20. And I wonder what they're going to do with Kiln, if it's
Yeah.
going to be another $30 game. And I feel like this is a $20 game for me at most.
Yeah, yeah. Based off what they've shown, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, it does look interesting. It's unique. It's interesting. They're doing something new. I want to see how the mechanics look because overall, I thought this game did look pretty decent when everything was all said and done in terms of the gameplay mechanics and everything else like that. Tim Schafer is one of my favorite video game devs of all time. He has worked on a multitude of games. He is considered an icon of the video game industry. So I do love to see what they have going on over here. And we're going to go over here real quick, and we're going to share just how this game looks for the people who didn't see this, so you could take a gander at it yourself and kind of make your own opinion on it. So here's the Kiln trailer for you to all check out.
Peace, peace. Serenity, serenity. Creation, creation. Now take that creation and destroy your enemies.
So that was the trailer for Kiln. Now, I hope that this is good. One of the things I would love to see more about this game is if it could be, a nice kind of Splatoon competitor in some way, shape, or form like that. Because it does give me a little bit of Splatoon vibes, but a little bit more of a creative, design for that one.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say that earlier, was like it reminded me of Splatoon a little bit. And I don't know, I like the art style they got going there. They got like realism somewhat stylized realism with the pots and the environments, and then the cartoonish appearance of the spirits that are possessing the pots. And I like that a lot. I think it works really well in this situation. And what I'm kind of curious about is how well is this as a party game, because it looks like it's like a single player, like on a single console type of game, if that makes sense. Like I would hope this would work well as a party game, like 4 people on a console type of situation, because that's how I would play this game.
Yeah, it is going to be on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox at launch. I'm shocked that this one did not become one of the first games that actually got mentioned to or ported to Switch as well. To be honest with you, it feels like it'd be perfect on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean it depends on performance and like how heavy the game is, or Switch 2, I guess you can say. But
Right.
yeah. I agree with you there.
So I guess the second game that we'll talk about here is Beast of Reincarnation, the Game Freak game that everyone's been saying that Nintendo's holding them back here. I want to know, what is your thoughts about this game too? Because this one actually caught me off guard by how much I actually am now interested in this game.
It's funny because I meant to show this to the wife before we were gonna come on and do this show, because I wanted to get her opinion and share it. But I thought it was visually very beautiful, and I wasn't sure what the gameplay was gonna be like, as far as like how it plays, like what type of game style, you know.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, it definitely has me interested. And I guess the story, is, it's funny because the story's I guess the format of it, or it reminds me a little bit of Stellar Blade, as far as like it's post-apocalyptic, you know, and there's these weird environmental creatures you got to fight and everything. I don't know. It looks really interesting. I'm very curious to see people get their hands on it and like the reaction from there. So
I feel like for me, the one thing I was worried about with this game was it going to be another Souls-like gameplay?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see that it isn't. They're also adding a feature in there that mixes real-time combat with turn-based combat and combos with the dog as well. So this one actually looks very interesting to me, and it looks beautiful. It looks great. I guess we can quickly cut over to another trailer. So for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, we're going to replace this real quick. And we're going to only show this one off here too. They're all short trailers, so we'll just show them off real quickly.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
That is the trailer for Beast of Reincarnation right there. That we'll show off. Yeah, overall, excited about this one. Can't wait to see more about it when we get a real confirmation date. That's what I'm also waiting for here too. A real release date. Overall, I'm interested in that one.
You know what's interesting that I just thought about? So this is a Xbox title, but it's not. Is it exclusive to Xbox?
No.
Okay, because it would have been really funny, and they would have shot themselves in the foot if it was exclusive to Xbox. Because I just think about out here in Japan, how would they market this game? Because like there's like literally no Xbox marketing out here other than like on Twitter, and like at the stores there's like a small corner of like Xbox titles and like some consoles, but everything's like PlayStation or Nintendo. So I am very curious when it does come out how they will do the marketing for the PlayStation 5 for this game.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we'll start up with the game that launched the show, and that is Forza Horizon 6. And this is the long-awaited trip to Japan. And AC, what are your thoughts about this game? Are you going to play it by any chance?
Oh yeah, this is a day one purchase for me. That's that's a first when it comes to Forza games. Actually no, second, because the first time I did a day one purchase was Motorsport 5, and that was because a coworker of mine bullied me into getting it because he wanted to he wanted to compete with somebody. So, no, this game, obviously because it's in Japan, I definitely want to play this game and see like how, like realistic, I guess you can say, the locations are. Because based off of the reveal and like the developer showcase, it is probably the most impressive looking racing game like thus far. I mean, everything about it with the roads and like the lighting and the the cars themselves, everything, it looks really, really beautiful. And so I'm very curious to just casually drive around and see like how accurate they were with recreating roads and locations and stuff. I was shocked because I predicted that it wasn't going to be in the Kanto region because I thought that would be too like easy for them. And also a little bit difficult because they have to do city driving or city racing. It's like, are you gonna like map all of Tokyo? Because that's a massive city. It's like a mega city. It's one of the biggest cities in the world. But I guess that's what they're doing. And I have a funny feeling it's gonna be sectioned off. Like you're not gonna be able to race through all of Tokyo, or it's like a very condensed version of it. And I hope it's not disappointing, I should say, because I like a lot of the country driving, I guess you could say, in Japan. That's where some of the cooler stuff is, like where your initial D type of stuff is. So yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm also curious for the DLC if they're going to do like a Suzuka Circuit or Fuji Speedway, if that's going to be DLC or if that's going to be in the game. Well, I think Fuji Speedway will be in the game, but I think Suzuka Circuit will probably be DLC in the future. So yeah,
those are not probably going to be in this game at all because this is more of a open world kind of racing game. They don't really do tracks in the Horizon series.
Okay, well, what if, But Fuji, we can talk about it later. But yeah, that is interesting then. Okay.
So what I think is going on here, because they showed so you've never played a Forza Horizon game, right? Correct?
No, I have. I've played 3.
Yeah. So what I think they're going to do is since Forza Horizon 4 and 5 especially, like they're going to let you explore Japan in like a big way. So you're going to have like your urban environments, you're going to have your coastal fronts. They said that there's going to be a dock location, the famous I think they might do something like an homage to like the docks in Hiroshima or Tokyo, or like the giant fishing docks out there. They have an industrial area that's going to be in this game, but they're also going to have a vast countryside that will allow you to make your own tracks, that will allow you to buy houses, upgrade your houses and stuff like that too. They're starting to get more and more involved with making Forza Horizon the everything kind of what we want for the gamer. We want the hardcore, we want the casual, we want you to have fun with that. And with some areas of Japan kind of just being dying towns, I could see them really hammering that out by going to like these towns that are hidden away in the countryside and finding old Japanese legendary cars too that are just hidden away.
That'd be kind of cool. You're just driving around and you find like a garage and like there's, like you said, there's a hidden car in the garage.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing how unrealistic the traffic is in this game. So, because the traffic is insane out here. So
it's going to be unrealistic, but the whole thing about it is it's going to be a music festival. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Every one of these Forza events, it's a spectacle. It's a racing event. It's a giant music festival. So I would love to see it. I will say this: if they don't get Tokyo Drift by the Teriyaki Boys in here, it's gonna be a 0 out of 10 for me. They need to have that song on here.
Yeah, yeah. That is actually, I think, what a lot of people are very interested to know is the actual, like, not Easter eggs, but like the references of the pop culture stuff in this game. Like you said, Tokyo Drift. The end of the trailer, they showed the like robot foot, which people are saying it's Gundam. Other people are saying it's Transformer. You know, so that type of stuff.
I think it's going to definitely be a mech, and I'm going to call it right now. That's not DLC. It's going to be one of their specialty races in here.
Yeah.
Because what Forza Horizon loves to do is make you race against wacky things: a freight train, a hovercraft, AC-150, the Pelican race, and with the Warthog and everything else like that. So I think that they're going to make you race a mech of some type. Now, what kind of mech that is, I don't know, but I'm calling it now. You know what? It would be funny. That the Gundam that they had, the life-size Gundam they had in Japan, you have to race that. That's my theory.
Well, which one? There's like 3 of them.
It doesn't matter. Just
yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Or all 3 of them. It'll be separate events.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be its own thing. It's gonna be like a cross between the Gundam and Transformers, and that it'll transform and you race it that way and whatever. But, anyways, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the seasons as well. I'm always curious to see how they capture seasons in video games, and so this will be interesting because I've lived through all. Well, there's only really 3 seasons in Japan, but I've lived through all 4 seasons, and so I want to experience it. And the interesting part is this game is coming out on PlayStation later, much later. But I'm very curious to see the marketing around that out here for how they're going to do that for PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited about that. I like these games a lot. I play them for probably about a month, and then I got my fill, and then I go off and do stuff. It's a racing game,
Yeah.
But there's a lot to do in these racing games, and I'm curious to see more about this. I don't really want to show off the trailer for this one because I think there's some copyright music for it, and it's a racing game. There's nothing really to show off. It's pretty cars, and you have to just experience this.
Just go watch the developers direct because they do a really good job talking about all the stuff that they're doing in this game. The building aspect and having your own garage stuff is really neat. I think that's really neat. So
yes, and finally, the showstopper, as they would say, the Fable reboot. AC, have you ever played a Fable game?
No, I've never played a Fable game, and I'm not like super familiar with the series.
Yeah, so I am very much looking forward to this game, just because I want to see what they got cooking up here. This was a completely brand new studio, built from the ground up, full of talent from Rocksteady, Hellblade, CG Projekt Red, and Eidos Montreal is also a support studio on this project. So I am very curious to see what they are cooking up here. And I know some people have not had the warmest reception to some of the ideas about it, but let's take a gander at this trailer real quick before we go back to it. Where did it go? Alright, that kind of messed up there on me. We'll just go to this on YouTube real quick. Sorry, technical difficulty. It just glitched out.
Yeah, you went full screen. It's like it just disappeared.
It just disappeared. It's like, what was I supposed to do? Like, let's just be honest here. What was I supposed to do? Let's go with this trailer right here, I guess. All right, this one's about 2 minutes long, so it'll give a good idea for what it is.
Oh, right, you. So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all, yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favourite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, isn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
Now there is a more defined combat trailer and everything too that came out for this. I like the things that they showed off with all the NPCs being more unique, and you can do a bunch of stuff with them. They brought back a lot of the core elements of Fable, like buying houses, becoming like a slumlord, having multiple families and a shit ton of kids and everything else like that. It looks like they captured the spirit of the original games, but they're also adding a more, don't take this wrong, a modern British comedy take to it. With a lot of, they said that they're going to try to do some Office style humor where they're going to cut in between and go back and do stuff like that. I got to see how it plays out. I know Lethal was very down on it, and you know, I feel like it's just too early to tell, you know?
I like how people originally were complaining about how like unattractive the I guess the main character is, the custom created character.
Yeah.
And then now I understand the context. It's like, wait a second. So this is done by like a British studio, and so it's done with like a British twist to it. It's like, do you guys really think like you guys expect like British games to have attractive looking people? Like that's like my joke to it.
Yeah, well,
like...
it was the joke to begin with, though. The whole first trailer was them basically saying like, oh, you know, these heroes with their high cheekbones and they look so nice, and then they just like gasp, and like even the crowd goes, ugh, what's this thing, you know?
Well, for me, like I've heard of Fable. I've seen like, you know, the cover arts and stuff like that from back in the day. I've never like thought like, okay, this game's gonna have like sexy like anime girls or like beautiful looking characters in this game that I want to have relationships with. I just, as an outsider, as like a filthy casual, I guess you can say, I've never thought about that. And so this hill that people are dying on, that like every game needs to have like the most attractive looking character that you play as, is like, it's baloney. It's a bunch of baloney.
Yeah.
Especially when it's stylized. Like the way this game is stylized, it's like, how can you have a really attractive character in that like kind of dumpy looking world? In my personal opinion. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure that how it all depends on how deep that character creator like goes. We'd have to see more hands on with it. Overall, I think this looks interesting. I trust the people working on it because I know that they're talented. Especially because IDOS is a support studio for this one. But Andover says, Fable is something I'll keep an eye on. Seems like the main draw is interacting with NPCs and your choices. Combat looks and pretty basic. Now, a lot of people said it reminded them of Hogwarts Legacy. And as somebody who actually played Hogwarts Legacy more than one time, I actually enjoyed the combat in Hogwarts Legacy. I don't need it to be this over-the-top, super deep, in-depth kind of feel. Because another game that I played that I didn't like, where the combat wasn't that in depth or deep too, was also The Witcher. Like, no one ever told me like The Witcher 3 had this amazing, over the top, deep combat system. You know.
Yeah.
And there was some fun spells that I saw. There was one where you could turn all your enemies into chickens and stuff like that. And it did look very fluid. But yes, when someone said this reminds me of Hogwarts Legacy, to me, I don't think that's a negative. I feel like that's just the perfect combat system that you would want for a game like this, where you want more of a mass appeal to an audience of both casual and in-depth, but also once you get into the game, the combat, I'm pretty sure, will become better.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
So, I am very curious to see, or I'm looking forward to like videos and people like you playing it, where the whole NPC stuff, because like they're claiming you could do all this like crazy stuff with the NPCs, and I want to see people break it. I really want to see like how far can you go with like owning towns and stuff, and bullying people and everything. I really want to see like how in depth they've designed the system. So
Yeah. If anything, you should try to play at least the first Fable game this year, if you can.
yeah, if not this year, next year, but yeah, I definitely want to try it.
Yeah. So ACG said this about the Dragon Age franchise, but I feel like it can also apply to the Fable one. People remember that the first Fable game was really, really, really good, and then forget that the other two were mid to shit. You know?
Yeah, so speaking of that, like I've started to watch a retrospective on Fable because I am curious about the series. And yeah, I've heard that the anniversary edition of the first game is a little bit better than the original game because of like load times and some other stuff that they've done for quality of life. And then I've heard like from you that yeah, the third game is like terrible.
Well, it's a fucking scam.
Yeah, you put it on your top 5 hated games for a reason.
Hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I am curious, and I'm gonna go through this retrospective and see what it's about. But yeah, like that's a good comparison. Like you said, 2 and 3 are terrible, but no one remembers that apparently.
2 was good. It wasn't great. It was good. The ending was fucking terrible. But yeah, number 1 is the GOAT, and the Lost Chapters made it so much better. I love that game. I beat. It was the first OG Xbox game I beat last year for a little challenge, and I did enjoy that quite a bit.
Nice.
And we got Mr. Brian over here says AC is a tourist.
Of course.
And Ando says, to be fair, with the new deep dive, we still haven't seen that much of the combat. I think we saw enough. You know, I feel like, this is me personally. I'm going to throw this out here. My bias. I do not like watching other people play video games. I don't. Every time I go on Twitter and I see people post video game clips and everything else of them playing a game, I think it looks so boring to me, you know? And the reason why I say that is because I want to play that video game. I like listening to the stories. I like listening to people talk about video games, but I don't like watching people stream video games that much. I'll do it here and there. I'll come by and take a gander, and then I'll quickly want to leave because, to me personally, I rather just play the video game. I don't like watching people play the video game. So the little bit of the combat that we saw, to me, was good, and I think it's going to scratch an itch for me personally. AC, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, I don't have much to say about the combat. I just saw it. I was like, okay, it's there. I gotta play it to really see like how it evolves over time. So yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's nothing personal against a lot of people, but I just always find people who post clips of their gameplay online to be they're boring, they're bad. I'm fucking terrible at playing video games. Okay, I'm not going to say like I'm the greatest thing. It's like I'm not doing the Devil May Cry ultra combo 300 hits and stuff like that. You know, I got retard hands. All right, they don't work that well. when I do a fighting game, it's just crouch in the corner and kick and hope I win. You know, but overall, I'm just excited about that. So while we're on this high, there was another update to another Xbox title, and that is Grounded 2. Grounded 2 had an update. This comes from Clobriel over here. It says Grounded 2, the Toxic Tangle is now rolling out. New Toxic Tangle biome with vertical exploration and environmental hazards, ladybug mounts, new creatures and enemy encounters, mutation system rework, expanded base building options, and build M upgrades, new mix.r orc combat, and additional decoration for the Founder Pack people. AC, have you ever played a Grounded game by any chance?
No, no interest in it at all. The art style, the gameplay itself, because it's like a, if I remember correctly, it's like a Fortnite style game, or is it an
No.
Ark style game?
It's more of a survival kind of game, but Ark, I guess, is closer to what it would be.
Okay, yeah. No, the game did not like interest me at all. Like those survival style games. I've tried them and they're not my thing. So.
To be honest with you, I like playing this game, but I need to have friends that will help guide me.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft has really two good survival games just like that. I was gonna say Days Gone. That's not right. Dead Rising or no Survival. You said right. State of Decay. State of Decay.
Yeah. Yep.
State of Decay is that's it. And this Grounded game, I had a lot of fun playing these games. I think Grounded is actually a really good game, especially because what you saw from all the success of the first game and now the second game coming out in beta. I want to play it with more people. I'm happy that it's continuing to get support, and I'm happy Microsoft didn't kill this one and is trying to make a thing out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of as an outsider here, I'm a bit surprised there was a number 2 because I thought I guess number 1 and it was like a one and done thing, and then when they announced the number 2, I'm like, oh, you got number 2 coming out. So I guess it was that popular they wanted to make a second game. So good on them for that.
And over here reminding me of my greatest failures in streaming. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
One more good bit of news here. Well, we're talking about Xbox for all you whores that care about achievements and everything that wanted Microsoft to do something with that. Xbox achievement redesign uncovered in xCloud gaming UI revamp. So what it looks like is, as you can see over here, Microsoft is trying to redo how your little achievement things pop up and everything like that too. And I was watching the Brad Sams video over on YouTube, and basically it sounds like this is going to be their plan for the future, is to make one UI for everything across the board, for PC, Xbox, their ROG system, handhelds, and xCloud going forward. AC, do you care about this at all, or can we move on?
I don't care about it at all.
So, Neo, this is only for you. So there you go, you filthy casual. We got some achievement news for you. So you are now free to release, my friend. All right, now we got to talk about some shitty news. And this one, of course, comes from VG. I'm not a whore.
Oh, that's what they all say.
That's what they all say, yes. Listen, you're not a good whore. How's that sound? Over here, though, we got some bad Xbox news, and that comes from the way of VGC as well. Coming off of the GDC conference, 20% of developers surveyed by GDC say they want to make games for Xbox, compared to 40% for PS5 and 39% for Switch 2. Now, there is a bigger chart for this one over here. I'll switch it over here. Replace. Right here. So this shows a breakdown of all the dev information that they gathered at this event. It said 80% want to develop for PC, and then it quickly cuts down in half for pretty much everything else. PS5, Steam Deck, Switch, Xbox, and then it gets worse and worse and worse the more you go down. So, AC, what are your thoughts about this one?
It's really interesting that PlayStation 5 is that high up compared to Xbox, because I don't know I can't think of it off the top of my head the sales numbers, like the units I should say that are out in the wild, like who owns a PS5 versus an Xbox.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty dead even, I guess. So it's weird to see that like Xbox is so low, but I guess maybe how big is the Xbox market worldwide? Because like I said, it's pretty much non-existent in Japan. I don't know about like other Asian countries.
To be honest with you, it feels like their only major stronghold left is America.
Yeah. So maybe that's why PlayStation is much higher. But this is developers saying this, right? So I'm wondering if it's because of the architecture, like the what they're building on, and that PlayStation is a bit easier to build on than Xbox, for the architecture. And it's weird that Switch 2 is on that list, considering that a lot of these devs didn't have the Switch 2 kits at launch, so a lot of them are playing catch up right now. So I'm very surprised to see Switch 2 is up there. And it's funny how Switch is even lower than the mobile platforms. So
yeah, like I said, I think it's just more so. I think let me click on this article here. Let's just do that real quick, and then bring this up. Let me see here. All right, here we go. In a separate question, when asked what top factors were for their company when choosing which platforms to release their games on, the most popular answer were audience reach at 78%, business model success at 44%, and discoverability at 43%. Xbox has continued to push towards being a multi-platform business, repositioning its consoles as just one of many ways to play its first-party game. So there you go. This is the reason why they're saying it. Now that you have this information, AC, what do you have to say to this now?
Okay, so clearly PlayStation is a bit more global than Xbox, then, if that's the case. So they're going to want to put more games on PlayStation because that means more customers and more money. That's interesting then.
But I will say this, and I'm gonna preference this a little bit too. PC being 80% really just kind of shows you what the future really wants to be. Consoles basically take such a giant dip in half compared to wanting to develop just for PC. And also to point out here, Linux and Mac, only 12% of them want to make games for Linux and Mac too.
That's funny.
So that is very interesting as well. So we're going to continue the bad news for Microsoft. This one over here comes courtesy of Dustin Legary, but also from the recent Microsoft conference call that they had. And let me make this bigger. Oh, it is pretty big. But let me make it bigger here. So, brutal year for Microsoft Xbox division overall. Revenue has decreased by 9% year over year. Consoles and content and service revenue has decreased 5% year over year. And hardware has decreased another 32% year over year. So it was not a good year for the Xbox division, or I should say the good quarter for this. And it makes me sad because I thought Microsoft had a lot of really, really good games that came out last quarter, but they just didn't sell. And while AC is away for a second, well, shout out Miss Chrome Assist here said, "Oh boy, I made it." Well, good to see you, Chrome. Thank you too. Also, shout out Chrome for doing the new thumbnails for this channel. Really do appreciate you. Looking forward to it. Hit up Chrome if you want to get some more awesomeness. I will link that right now, the Twitter, so you can ask if you want to get some artwork commissioned. AC, you also got some artwork commissioned, correct?
Yeah, they did the profile right here, the profile or the full character art, and this is just the bust of it, the head part of it. So awesome work, really love it. I just love looking at it every once in a while. Like, this is amazing. So great work, and glad to see that you're here too.
So what did you have to what did you think about all this stuff too? I got you here.
I mean, I don't care about companies and their revenues and sales or whatever. I just care about if the game is fun, if it's good, and if it's a good price. And I guess I'm trying to think. So it's Q2. Like, what games came out in Q2? I guess like that, or what lack of games did not come out in Q2 is what I'm curious about. But if anything, this year Xbox should do pretty well with what we saw with that direct, the developers direct, and the games that are coming out.
So a lot of the games that came out Q2 were Keeper, Ninja Gaiden, and I think that there was one more, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I know they made a lot of money with games going to PlayStation in terms of Forza Horizon 5 going to PlayStation.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But it does seem like they fell short of revenue goals that they obviously wanted to get into. But another problem as well, and this is a big problem for Xbox, is that they're in for another rough quarter because I don't think Forza Horizon 6 is going to be on Q6 or Q3.
Oh, okay.
So I know Amy Hood, Chief Financial Officer at Microsoft, she did also mention that she does believe that there will be another down quarter for Q3 as well. As you can see, the only game that looks like it might come out is Kiln, and that game's not going to be exactly a barn burner for sales. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, exactly.
No hate, appreciate, but I'm being realistic here. So,
Well, if we're talking about Q4, so
Q3.
you've got no, but like
Okay.
Q3 meaning like there's not gonna be anything in Q3. So we're talking about Q4, like what is gonna happen with Q4?
Well,
You've got what was that?
I was gonna say, finish your point. Sorry, I didn't.
Well, you've got Forza, right? That's gonna be reflected in Q4.
Forza, yeah.
You got the Halo Combat Evolved game.
Gears E Day.
Yeah, Gears E Day, as well as
Fable.
If the Beast of Reincarnation is coming out too. I mean, you've got like 4 or 5 major titles right there that they should be able to have a really solid end of the year then, or Q4. So.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you on that one, but yeah, that's all the Microsoft news that came out. A lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of mixed. Good, bad, the ugly. Let's play the sound. You know the song. Wow, wow, wow. But that's enough it. So, going on to our next topic here. Recently has been announced that more than a quarter of devs surveyed at GDC were laid off on over the last 2 years. Half of them still don't have a new job. It says 17% were laid off in the past 12 months, 11 in the 12 months before, 48 still couldn't find a new job. And for, going over here, they have more of a reason breakdown for that as well. Reasons why they were given, it says company restructuring, budget cuts, market conditions, project cancellations, and strategic direction change. So that is the big majority of reasons. Other ones, no reason given. Other, tariffs or rising operational cost, automation, merger, and project competition.
Yeah, that's
project completion. Sorry.
It's a bummer that like after after a year or 2 years they were still not able to find a job. Like, I don't know who they're interviewing. If it's like bottom of the barrel, like entry level devs, or like actual like they have decent tenure and whatnot in their history of deving, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's still like not cool that they still haven't been able to find a job. Or
so it says like 2,300 game industry professionals around the world.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate, and unfortunately, like these guys can't just like start their own like indie company, right? Like they, as nice as that would be for them to just be like, okay, we're just gonna do our own thing and work. It's kind of hard to go from like a solid paying job to basically nothing, and then like we're gonna just live on hope and prayer.
Yeah, right.
While we do this indie game, because you have to know the right people. Like what I've heard from one of my friends is that sometimes you can find a company that is willing to give you money to fund your indie game, but it's not like it's a kind of a rare situation. It's not going to always happen, especially when you got, I don't know if it's 2,300 people that are without a job, but let's just say it's like several hundreds of people, and they all want to start their own indie company. There's not enough money to go around for something like that. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for these guys, but at the end of the day, it's like, the corporate companies are to blame here for all the dumb decisions that they've made with the restructuring and all these big budget games and stuff like that.
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. All right, we're getting towards that home stretch. Which one would you like to do first? Nintendo news or Final Fantasy news?
I get Nintendo's fine.
All right, we're gonna watch the Tomodachi Direct, but we got one small story with that, and this is a leak that's going on over here too. This comes from Inside Gaming. Nintendo Switch Online leaks hurts hope of Metroid Prime 2 remaster. So it looks like the next GameCube game that will be added to Nintendo Online looks to be Metroid Prime 2.
That was actually debunked.
Oh, it's been debunked.
Nintendo, I don't have the tweet on me right now, but Nintendo came out and said that was a like an accidental like promotion they sent out of games that they had not confirmed were going to be put on the Switch Online.
Okay.
So there is still it sounds like there's still hope that Prime 2 can get a remaster, which I'm waiting for.
All right, so then I guess we'll just move on real quickly here, and we'll go right to, we'll save the Direct for the end. That'll be the end of the show, because it's about 22 minutes, and that's going to take up the most time. So we're going to go with the Final Fantasy news. Final Fantasy VII Remake, definitely one of those games that has been controversial with some fans across the board. I personally liked it. I know you did as well. But now it's officially on Xbox and it's officially on Switch. So Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate has been #1 on Switch eShop sales in the US for 5 days. It's been holding off Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 Edition. And just as of recently, it is now the top 5 best-selling paid content game in for the Microsoft Xbox Store as well.
Crazy, like a Sony exclusive game, and they finally put it on PC, and then there's like the PS5 upgrade, and then as soon as it hits a new console, like people went nuts over it. And what's funny is the Xbox is digital only.
Mm-hmm.
The Switch has the key card, but obviously there's the digital version of it as well. So people are gobbling up the digitals of this.
Yeah, exactly. I actually bought it for both the Nintendo Switch and Xbox as well too, and I played it on both, and I was actually shocked by how well the performance was, especially on the Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, Switch 2, it definitely runs at that like super stable 30 frames, but it's a bit jarring when you've played it at 60 frames. And you're like, okay, now I'm going. It's like going from playing a PS5 game to a PS4 game, if that makes sense. Like as far as like the frames go, and but I think for a handheld game like you could take on the go, that's pretty impressive. Like you can play that type of game on the go now. So curious to see like how it does on the ROG Ally X, like hearing people's reports about it, because that's like another thing that they really fine-tuned the game for was for the ROG Ally X. And I'm a bit concerned about how Rebirth's going to play on the Switch too, because that's a much bigger game than Remake Integrate is.
Yeah, exactly. I'm curious to see how that exactly translates over too, because there was another leak rumor that came out today that there will be a partner direct next month as well for Nintendo. So I'm curious to see what Switch 2 games we're going to see from that as well.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I am too. But moving on to some more Final Fantasy news as well. And this is one that you sent me, and this is one of the GOG stuff. You want to take over this one?
Yeah, so GOG has announced that 4 Final Fantasy games are coming to their platform. Excuse me, and obviously these are DRM free. So you once you buy it, you get to keep it forever, like like an original CD, if that makes sense, like that when we used to do that. And I'm kind of curious if it's going to be more than just these 4 games. So you've got Final Fantasy 3 3D Remake, as well as 4 3D Remake. You got Final Fantasy 8 Remastered, and then 9, everybody's favorite number 9. So pretty cool. That I think I'm going to double check this right now. That might be the first set of Square Enix games on GOG. Let me just double check that right now, because Capcom's been a very like good how do you say this, like publisher, like cooperating with GOG, and now we've got Square Enix in here, so that's kind of cool. Oh, I see Life is Strange is on here as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple Square Enix games, but like these Final Fantasy titles are pretty big to have on here. So, yeah. Anyways, so that's hopefully we see other Final Fantasy games on here. I'm not sure like which ones I would like to see, I guess you can say, but it is neat nonetheless. So that's why I wanted to share that, because that was pretty big to have that discovered or to come out.
Yes, for sure. So go check those out. And then there was one more Final Fantasy VII piece of information as well that you wanted to talk about as well. So take this one away.
Yeah, so this was announced the other day that they're going to be re-releasing number 7 onto Steam, and it's they say here it's going to have improved gameplay experience. And then if you own the 2013 version, which they're going to rename it to Final Fantasy VII 2013. You'll be able to keep it, but I guess they're going to be delisting it because they have like a better version of the game to play. And there's a lot of contention around this because, one, it's a game being delisted, but everybody that's complaining hasn't bought it, so that's why they're complaining about the delisting. And then the other thing that I've seen that I don't think it's true, but there's a lot of people, or there's one guy in particular online that is pushing this conspiracy that it's going to get censored, the new game that's coming out. Or the re-release, I should say. I don't know what claim he has, like where he's basing this off of, but my prediction is that this re-release that's coming out is the console version that you could play on PS4 and Switch. I think they're going to port that to the PC because, at least for the Switch version has God mode. So basically you could play the entire game with like, max health and max damage and everything like that. So I think that's the version they're bringing. And I'm kind of curious how much it's going to be. And I guess you got to remember, even though it is a 2013 game, there are still going to be issues with it, especially keeping it up to date. And I'm guessing Square has a better engine to run this like re-release version on that they could keep it up to date over the years. So that's why they're doing that. I know I was listening to Gronkin and they were saying that somebody in the chat was saying that they were having issues with that game, like crashing on them and stuff. I played it a couple years ago now, and I had no issues playing through the 2013 version of the game. So, and it was a bit archaic as far as like you have to like sign in with a Square Enix account if you want to save your cloud saving or whatever. So that was kind of weird. Which, by the way, Final Fantasy 13 still has that system, so maybe they'll update that too. So they're just trying to make it a little bit more like easier for future proofing. I feel like it's not this like whole conspiracy like they're gonna change the story to make it line up with the remakes, or like they're gonna censor stuff in the game even though the game's been out for like 30 years almost. It's all like nonsense. So buy it now if you're that concerned. Buy it now before it gets delisted. It's cheap. It's probably less than $10, and they'll probably have a sale for it. Who knows? But yeah.
One of the cool things when I pre-ordered my copy for the Xbox version of Final Fantasy VII Remake is that it gave me the Windows and the Xbox copy of the original Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, that is cool that they did that, and like I said, I have a strong feeling it's that version, that Xbox version you have and the Switch version I have. That's what's getting put on Steam. So.
Yeah, and Nando says, "Wonder if they're going to censor Tifa saying retard."
Yeah, I don't think so. If anything, I don't think the current FS7 has it. If you go to the store page for Chrono Trigger, there is a warning saying that like this game is like sensitive, or it might like offend you basically.
I didn't see that when I played the game, ironically enough.
No, when you go to the store page, like on Steam, it pops up, and I don't know if they'll do that with the Final Fantasy VII, but that could be the biggest thing they might do, is just do something stupid like that. I doubt it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and now for the final thing, we are going to close the show with the Tomodachi Life Nintendo Direct that set the world on fucking fire, apparently.
Yeah, ridiculous, dude.
Before we begin, and I want to ask this too, have you ever played the original one?
No. I've heard of it, but no, I've never played it.
I know the memes are fire, and I know for a fact that I got my wife to play it, and I was having a lot of fun with that. I was making all these little me people say the most degenerate shit that I could think of for them to say with their little voices. And, like, just ruining all their songs for them, just making them all conspiracy theories and Alex Jones rants. But overall, it was pretty fun to watch. Like, these games are very unhinged. Like, my wife was playing it, and then like 1 minute it becomes a mini JRPG. The next it becomes just a regular crazy nightmare fuel and stuff like that. So I am very much interested in checking this out. I did pre-order this for her today. So, honey, if you're listening, because you might be listening out there driving around, there you go, surprise. The release date is announced in this one. I won't spoil that yet, but let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? So, let us begin.
Hello to everyone watching the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Direct. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. This game has Mii characters, which you can customize and interact with. Oh, what is a Mii, you ask?
This is a Mii. What kind of dream life awaits you in this new Tomodachi Life game? Please take a look.
I know, like, in Japanese, this must sound a lot more funny.
Oh, the Japanese text-to-speech?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's silly. I was listening to it recently. I was like, what in the world?
Now, also, another thing, too, is while we're kind of listening to this, each different region had a different thumbnail, which I thought was funny for these ones. So if you are interested in checking that out on your own time, you look up the European, the Japanese, and the North American one, and maybe there might be one for Latin America, I don't know. But they all had a different thumbnail that felt more in line with the region that we were playing in, which I appreciate. They didn't have to do that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
The residents on this island are called Mii characters.
Brongle. I'm a fuckle. Tornadoes behind.
And you'll be the one creating them. What if you, your family, and your friends lived here? How about someone you really admire? Yep.
They picked like one of the ugliest ones to say, do you really admire this one?
Yep. They
I'm
had
sorry.
to.
It's not because it's black. Just 'cause it's ugly.
the face design there.
In Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, your experience can differ based on the Miis you create as residents. Let's see how you could be living the dream.
I got a question for you, Mr. AC. Do you even care about these type of games? Did you like Animal Crossing? Are you a Sims kind of guy?
No, I'm not the biggest fan of these type of games. I did buy Animal Crossing when it came out just to try it out. It was fun. I played it like for about a month or two, and then I dropped it. This game, because of like what they show in this direct, has me really intrigued. Just because like there's a little bit more creativity in this game compared to the Animal Crossing game that came out. So yeah, and I'm a nostalgia boy. I grew up playing the Nintendo Wii, so the Mii's are like a big part of my like childhood.
Yeah,
and I love how
one
they have
second.
to-
One second. Talk a little bit. I gotta let my dogs downstairs. My wife just came home.
I love how they have to remind the audience like this is a Mii, this is a Mii, because Nintendo the entire Switch basically the entire Switch lifespan, there's like been one game they did that had the Mii's, and then of course like your online account you can use the Mii's, but besides that like they've just ignored the Mii's over the past Switch, the entire Switch's lifetime, and now they're bringing them back. So I just think it's really funny they have to remind people like this is a Mii and what is a Mii, and they're gonna go into the character creation, and so
Yeah.
I love the Mii's. I wish they never like put them off to the side, so they're back and they're back in style.
And then Ando says, pure brain rot. Seen the trailer already, but this time half thought that one of me says I'm a cuckold. Listen, I like this, though, because this game is weird to me. Like, this is almost pulling me in to play it, but I just feel like I'd be too obsessed with it,
Yeah, I need to I don't know. We got to see more of it. So you should just watch more of this.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll begin by creating the first resident. There are 2 main ways to make residents. You could start by answering questions about their facial features, or by creating each part individually. We'll go with the second option, from scratch. Let's try creating a college student. She'll appear as a character throughout the direct. From face types to hairstyles, eyes, and more. There are so many parts, including ones unique to this game. You can even choose the shape of ears. After you've created them, you can adjust their height and body type. You'll also choose their name and gender. And
So
if
this is the part that set the fucking internet on fire over here, because you saw a non-binary.
Yeah.
And then it all went to hell with some people.
Everybody lost their mind, and it's like, I understand both sides. It's like, why does Nintendo have this? But at the same time, it's like, guys, we don't live pre-2015 anymore, okay?
Yeah.
And this is the world we live in now that we did not choose to live in. But the actions of certain people led to this point, you know, and now this is what we have to deal with. So
Right.
there's no going back, okay? There's just no going back at this point.
And I said this on Twitter too. There's no point in being offended over something that you don't have to pick. I feel like what we get into the weeds a little bit here is you could say something like, oh, I don't want to play this game because, you know, it's made for gay people, or I don't want to play this game because, you know, as a gay person, I don't feel like it represents me, or something like that, you know? I don't play games that are made for gay people. And what I mean by that is, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just
The
a
Date
game.
Everything game?
Yeah,
Do you
well,
remember that
actually, I would probably play that one because that one seems funny. Really
Yeah.
like the thing. But I'm talking about, like, you know, there's something like Validate or something like that. You know, a game made for it's a niche game made for a niche audience, and it's not gonna be for me. You know.
By the way, you're roboting just like the text to speech. You're
Oh, am
sounding
I?
like a text. Yeah, you are.
Am I still doing it?
You're a little bit better now, but I saw your profile picture get a little bit pixelated earlier.
Oh, I didn't see it on my end. Maybe it was on yours.
Okay.
Yeah, because my guy's fine.
No, but you bring up an excellent point. It's like the game here gives you options. You're not being forced, right? Like, see how it's a checkbox?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, and actually, I think you can choose, you don't even have to choose any 3 of those options, too. Like, they give you an option to be, like, asexual, which is, like, you know, odd, but it's there, right? So the tools are there for you to create your own world. You're not forced to create a specific world.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it. It's like you get to choose. You get to be God in this world.
Yeah, you're the creator. This
Yes.
is you creating your own fantasy, your own world. A lot of people don't like backseat gaming. And I do feel like, yeah, if the game's telling you to do something and you don't like it, that's fine. But just like with RPGs and stuff, I roll my eyes. I think it's annoying. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's really just 5 seconds of my day just to click a button and do it. And plus, even if at the same time, I'm still going to have to choose what I want. And if I'm going to be anal retentive about it, I'm going to want to just micromanage everything. So let the little, like, less than 1% of the audience that actually gives a damn about this shit have their little thing. It doesn't take that much extra dev time, and it doesn't take anything away from your time. We can all talk about this stuff politically and when it's forced and when it's terrible. We can actually have, you know, better in-depth conversations about it. But the year is 2026, and I think it's just more of a time now that if we actually care about gaming and we care about our hobbies and stuff, the carpet bombing years are over, you know?
Yeah, and the irony is that all the people complaining about this game were never gonna play it to begin with. You know, like the people, like this is not a game that those type of people would be playing anyways. They're too busy playing the safe pick games out there, you know. So this is a very like you said, it's like a Sims or Animal Crossing style game. So it's going to be more focused to those type of people, and it sounds like those type of people are pretty excited to play this type of game. And also the guys that are out there complaining have the biggest eggs on their faces because everybody's making fun of them now about it with the thumbnails, the fake thumbnails, and
those
the
are
fake
funny,
headlines. Yeah, like all those guys have eggs on their faces because they've created their own like this persona of them. So,
and Chrome brings up a good point. If the game is successful, people forget about this issue. They did this with Baldur's Gate 3. This was in Baldur's Gate 3, and there was light attacks on Baldur's Gate 3. And then once it became popular, like Chrome says, they quickly, move on. And that's just the sad truth about it. Most of it is just fluff,
And if I can close out this so we can continue, the final thing is actually Nintendo promised they were going to do this in the next version of this game way back in 2012 or 2013. And that was something I didn't know about it until I saw in the community notes of a lot of these posts that people were linking articles from 2013 about this. So this was like going to happen regardless if of the current political climate, I guess you can say. They were going to do this. So
there were going to be gays. That was confirmed. They were going to have gays, but they did not confirm the non-binary because even at the time, everyone was like,
there was no term for that. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but yeah, the gays were going to come.
The gays were coming for the me's, and I did nothing.
Yes.
Let's move on then.
You can pick their dating preferences and more. Pick their voice.
My name is Angie. My name is Angie.
I love this.
I love it too.
Then answer some questions about their personality.
If I was making my wife slow,
what are you doing right now? That's
petite,
messed up.
Polite, flat. She's pretty chill. We'll put that chill. Overall, she is. They don't have an option for neutral, so I guess neutral it is.
Yeah.
And everyone, meet Angie, an outgoing, friendly college student.
I hate you, Angie.
Hey there. It's nice to meet you, leader.
Oh wait,
I'm
she calls you leader.
I
I'm
can't wait to
fucking in.
start
We're making a
living
cult,
here.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
We're so in.
Oh,
I was curious if you could change that. That'd be nice.
I want to be.
Because if you could change it to like Overlord or like Big Boss or like if you could change your title.
El Jefe.
Yeah, Jefe.
I might hear that go say El Jefe in that little fucked up voice.
It would be perfect.
Hello there, Jim Jones. I am Jim Jones, and this is my He's fucking People's Temple.
Angie's mind. What's up?
I'm hungry.
Oh, how about
Flan.
some flan?
Pudding. That's how they say in Japan.
Yum.
It's flan. Get it right. That's flan.
It's pudding.
Yeah,
Just like the name for Jigglypuff in Japanese, pudding.
I knew that.
You'll need to take care of your me at the start.
Dude, I love the animations here.
What do you do? Hell yeah.
Huh.
Huh. It's so lonely, being the only person on Yumian Island. Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies too. I wish there were other people here with me.
You know, this reminds me of like that old Dreamcast game, Seaman.
I never played it, but I've only yeah, that's interesting.
except not as creepy and weird, but still kind of creepy. Because they're not like little fish guys with like actually human heads asking you how your day was. That's the difference between Seaman and this game. But that's what it gave me a thought of a little bit.
Yeah, about that. The island is pretty barren at first. Angie needs some company, so let's create some new island residents. First up is her childhood pal, Jess. There's also Patrick. He's kind and kinda aloof. Dr. Winters, Angie's mentor and professor.
Ooh.
Yum.
Carlo, a barista at the local cafe.
You just ate a fucking cup.
Crystal, one of Angie's friends from work.
A crystal ball.
What the fuck is wrong with this girl?
Yeah.
Can I just be honest for a second? What the fuck is wrong with this woman?
Hey
right
man,
here?
this is the Nintendo of America, or like the marketing towards the Americans. I should be asking you guys, what the fuck is wrong with your guys' sense of fashion?
Listen, this is I've seen women dress like this in Japan, sir. So don't you get a little too high and mighty here, man. All right, don't act like Japan is this bastion of normal things. All right, let's just stop.
What are you talking
that.
about? It's so normal.
It's normal, yeah, to like probably like 30% of the population in Japan.
Hugh Morris, a jester
Humongous.
and jokester.
Fucking messed up that joke.
And Mocha, Angie's childhood teddy bear.
What the hell?
You can even make me characters by combining different features.
This is
or by using
this has been since the original like me creation on the Wii. People have made some really impressive looking me characters, and so all they're doing here is just the coloring and like the hairstyle and stuff. It's still like a human per se, but yeah, like dude, I have to show you sometime. Like there were guides online and videos, not a lot of videos, but there were guides online on how to make me characters, because like there was a whole like culture around it. Like, you know, I have like characters of like Link or Zelda or like, you know, other video game type of characters. There's ones for like the Yakuza characters, you know, like there'll be a whole new renaissance of like guides on how to make these characters, because you're not able to share your Miis online. That's like something that they talked about in I think in a tweet. But yeah.
All
yeah,
right,
Big Chungus.
for anyone that was counting at home, that was 17 likes in a very quick session for me.
Oh my goodness! All right, thank you.
I just got it. Like...
using face paint. As more residents appear, the island will grow.
Digging the music.
Even if the residents are friends in the real world, they won't know each other here, at least at first. There needs to be an opportunity for them to get acquainted.
You know, this is a live representation of how me and my wife met right here. Just me, my mom.
Are you the one on the right?
Yeah, I am.
Let's try bringing Crystal a little closer to Jess.
We haven't met yet, have we? My name is Crystal.
You're Crystal. I'm Jess.
And now they know each other.
What was that? Wee!
Once this happens, the Miis will start interacting on their own.
I know, but that was so...
And depending on where you drop a Mii, different things might play out.
Yes. I love this. You just drop
Angie,
drag
what
and drop them
happened?
everywhere.
Yeah.
Huh. I think Dr. Winters and Hugh Morris would be fast friends.
Love that idea.
What should we talk about to help them get along?
Well, here's a little conversation starter.
The Jews!
Oh my God.
Monster trucks.
Bro, I'm telling you, the memes and the videos are gonna be legendary for this.
Hugh Morris, say hello to Dr.
I
Winters.
might do that. I should buy this.
Dr. Winters.
I just had a funny
Morris.
idea.
Okay, let's hear it.
After we're done, after we're done with this, I'll
You
tell
feel
it.
like
I'm gonna write it
talking
down.
about
Okay.
monster trucks.
Tell me, Dr. Winters, did you see that report on TV yesterday? The one about monster trucks?
Of course I saw it. I've been itching to talk to someone about it.
Oh, I was going to say, it was so boring that I fell asleep. I guess I'm just not that interested in monster trucks.
It's monster truck with Jews, and it becomes better.
Wonder what the me limit
That
would
reminds
be.
me.
Alex
Apparently,
Jones,
Dr.
yeah, dude.
Winters
It's
made
gonna...
a cameo in the report.
Oh my
Is that right? Whoa, you know, maybe we do have a lot to talk about after all. I bet we could be good friends.
They hit it off.
My wife just came,
On
looked
this
at the clear
island,
screen, and
time
walked away.
passes in the same way as the real world. So, even when you're not playing, the Miis will live their lives of their own accord.
Oh no.
Look,
How-
she's got the clown makeup.
How bad is this going to be when you finally stop playing this game and you check in on them every couple of years. I wonder how unhinged this game could get.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Now to pull it. Sorry. My mind was somewhere else.
No, it's my fault. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then we're both fine. Good. Stay safe out there.
Overthrow the leader. Epic.
Is this a vision? Of Angie falling in love? How curious. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
introduce some of the shops that bring the island to life.
First up is the Food Mart, Fresh Kingdom. Welcome! The daily offerings include standard menus. Some days, though, you might get some rather unusual options.
I like how so obviously Japanese this is, and
Oh,
it
yeah, dude,
makes
it's
me laugh so
awesome.
much.
Yeah.
Especially down to the crab.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
I'm
like-
kind of curious how you make money in this game. They did. I don't think they talked about it at all. But anyways, yeah.
We got about 20 minutes left. We probably will see something.
Yum.
Try finding your favorite eats.
Champ, eat the fucking whole crab.
Yeah,
This is the clothing shop. Where and where?
Fucking Vietnamese,
You'll
that
find
guy.
a
He
dolly
didn't give
dress
a fuck.
outfit, a sunny side up outfit, and even clothes like a hot dog costume
Oh,
and a
yeah.
wrestling singlet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tomorrow, Rongo. I look well anyway.
If you want to change up your look, head to this shop. Next, the news station, MNN.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
your source for
Dude, this
everyday
is great.
happenings on the island.
We've got a surprising news story for you.
Now this is where you make this guy Alex Jones.
Exactly. The memes, man. I'm telling you, the meme potential for this is gonna be
It's
insane.
great. It was already so much for the 3DS version that this feels like it's gonna be next level insane with some people.
Early this morning, an
What the
unidentified creature
actual
with an
hell is
extremely long neck was captured, only to be later
It's just
identified
silliness,
as
you
local
know,
resident
like-
Angie.
Just silliness.
You can
here.
also re-watch the news later if you'd like. Revamp your room with the home supply store.
Now this is a very Japanese game. Let's just be honest here. This is Japanese humor you're seeing right here.
Yeah.
If you go on.
I was gonna say, like, neutral, like not like anything, you know, like just normal, like anybody can enjoy it, not for adults, but specifically adults, or not for kids specifically, you know.
Oh yeah, this game's not made for kids unless that kid has autism.
E&C Reno. There are rooms for people who want to be library dwellers or who dream of living in a supermarket.
Yeah, this is. I've seen this before.
Design your room with a plethora of options from this shop. Here's the marketplace, where the items sold will change based on the current time.
Step right up and try your luck.
Stupid mystery
Probably
bags.
the best deal on the island.
From great finds to unique mystery bags. You might be surprised at what you discover.
Oh hell yeah, a lion.
You just have
At
lions
Phototomo,
straight out of the
you
bag.
can choose a me,
Super realistic looking lion. Let's go.
background, and placement. Then snap a picture. Try making memories with the residents via photos.
Oh, a second here.
Sound and placement.
And
Then snap a picture. Try making memories with the residents via photos.
They're gonna make every person on Epstein's files in this photo.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
You know that is coming just from this
Yes.
one.
Yep.
Pathos, living a
Living the white wait. I love that. I love it.
I can't unsee it. They're just gonna make a Jeffrey
Oh,
Epstein
it's
meme,
Dr.
and
Winters.
It's gonna never die.
What's on your mind?
Get ready for the fun in this video.
Yumian doesn't have
Yeah.
enough greenery.
Oh.
Can we get some more plants around here?
That's a great idea. Anything specific? Let's spruce things up. Well, look at that. The town's landscape looks beautiful, thanks to Dr. Winter's idea. In addition to taking suggestions from residents, you can place landscaping items across the island. This is where quick build comes in handy.
Welcome.
At this shop, you can purchase a variety of decorative items, like benches and plants. You could even make a space for residents to hang out, like this. You can also move houses and shops around, or expand areas of land. So go ahead and change things up to your liking. In due time. Creating islands like these are possible with just your imagination.
This looks nice, I'll say that.
I like how large you can get it, because Animal Crossing was limited. You were stuck on that small area. But this, you can make it massive. I mean, it's impressive. See, look at that. Yeah, it's just huge.
Here is an alien who's recently been popping up in Angie's dreams. Mocha's friend Latte has also been showing up. The island's becoming pretty lively. That's Patrick, sporting a smug stance.
If it isn't Patrick.
There's Dr. Winters, waddling around town.
Waddling.
Hello.
And here's Jess, socializing skills and crossed arms at the ready. These tiny habits are called little quirks, which you can gift to me characters.
I feel a bit more like myself.
The little quirks can differ. Like how me's enjoy their food, for example.
Now, quick question. This is a controversial one. Do you eat the tails when you eat the shrimp?
No. Heck no.
Because I started recently doing that.
I'm good. I don't like choking on my food.
You be choking on your food. Do you not chew?
I chew, but I don't like
Do you not chew
choking.
well? That's a better follow-up question.
I chew well. I do definitely do quite well.
I don't know. It just recently, if I don't, I give it to my dogs, but it's not that bad, actually. Now, Neo, on the other hand, he doesn't eat shrimp.
That is a surprise.
Oh, corn. Neo's #1 enemy.
You can also gift them with phrases.
Oh, this is great. This is
I usually end up crying when I go to the movies. I don't know.
Some other little quirks include wiping away sweat or tossing and turning while asleep. Try finding the little quirks that match each me.
That's what I was
so
much.
So
the tail.
that little segment that you can choose like something to end by saying. I don't know. I have to see like more examples of how that works. But in Japanese, especially in like anime or games or whatever, depending on the character, they always like a special type of character. They will have like something they say at the end of like every sentence, basically, like a word.
Yeah.
No, not like that. It's more like they say it's like the easiest example I could give you is the Gorons in Legend of Zelda. Whenever they speak at the end, they always finish with Goro. They always say Goro. So like blah 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 Goro. Yeah, just Goro. So it'd be funny like, and I'm telling you, this is gonna have a lot of creativity to it. Somebody's gonna, I know that it exists out there, like a me that looks like a Goron, and people are gonna make like their own little Goron, for example, that walks around the island and always ends their sentences in Goro, which is gonna be perfect. You know?
Everyone's talking about shrimp in chat. It's funny.
Yeah.
No, but I think of One Piece, because One Piece is also one of those like weird ones where they have like everyone has fucking Tourette's in One Piece. Yeah. Especially Big Mom, where she keeps going, "Mama, mama."
Yeah.
It's
Or
just like,
doesn't not Bubsy, Bugsy,
Buggy?
right? The
Buggy?
Buggy, yeah, he does something too.
they all do something weird, like Kaido is going or something.
Yeah.
Like, they all have some fucking weird verbal like Tourette's in One
Tourette's,
Piece.
yeah.
I don't fucking get it, right? And that's just it seems to be like you said. It seems to be a Japanese thing, especially.
Dude,
in
I just thought of
media.
something.
What?
Sorry, I just thought of something messed up. If I get this game, I'm gonna make a character of Neo, and his Tourette is him gonna be saying retro achievement. Every time he talks to me, he's gonna say retro achievement at the end of it. That's gonna be his Tourette. It's not quirk, it's Tourette. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, she's
Oh,
saying.
this is
Oh,
good.
Angie, why so glum?
Huh. Patrick shot me down.
Yeah, that'll do it. Let's get Hugh in here.
Just dragging him. I just love that. I don't know why.
This is funny.
Why can I never keep my hoodie strings even?
Neo's laughing at your joke.
Oh, perfect.
There's a rumor going around that Mocha is worried about you.
Thank you so much. I feel a little better.
Just a little. Uh-oh. Just like a real woman. The rebound is a clown.
I'm so touched by Hugh Morris's kindness. And now,
The rebound is a
my
clown.
heart seems to be racing.
Wait. Is Angie falling for Hugh Morris? No kidding.
Bro, this has more
We'll
development
see
than
how this
fucking the Star Wars
unfolds.
movies
But
going on
first,
right
please
now.
take a look at this.
They put a lot of
it's
work into
Crystal.
this direct
She's
compared to
out and
other
about.
ones.
What
Dog
is
by
this
her
dog?
side.
Hold on a second here. What the
But
fuck
this
is
pup
that?
isn't
Oh, no,
an
keep watching, keep
ordinary
watching.
pet. You can create it, all thanks to this workshop, Palette House. Here's how Crystal's
being
dog was
sus over
made.
here.
But that's not the only thing you can create. A customized latte.
What the hell?
Jess's favorite TV show. Or Patrick's sweater that lights up the night. You can make items to your heart's content.
Alright, so before we move on here, they did say they are limiting this though.
I think they said they're limiting the online like
Yeah.
sharing of it. Yeah, but like everything can be done in house. So
Yeah.
Dude, the pet thing is interesting because you can make some pretty child-friendly designs or non-child-friendly designs.
Well,
there.
everyone is having a Hugo Boss uniform, alright? That's what's gonna happen.
Dude, yup.
And Chrome's very excited about this.
Yeah, you could draw on this Chrome. Yeah. It's similar to I think Animal Crossing did this too with the little drawing mechanic, but
something like that.
yeah.
I have no artistic skills whatsoever, so it will be horrible to try to get my wife to make Hugo Boss outfits for me.
Oh, hey, you can also design the exterior of a house and the ground. Yep. You can create
Candyland.
items
Everybody
and
remember that
use them
game?
for your island.
Oh yeah, do I?
Candyland.
So go wild and make what you want at Palette House.
Damn.
Pause. Oh, go back. Let's say, here's fine. Oh, never mind. So this had my brain, like the juices like flowing in my brain, like creative juices. Do you see how it's like Japanese and everything? Like sushi, it says sushi there. There's like bookshop. I want somebody to do this because I won't be able to do it. I want to see somebody make the Kamurocho from Yakuza. It like with these buildings and everything. And then, like, you can make the costume right, like, so you can make, like, the suit, the white suit and the red shirt
Yeah.
for Kiryu. Like, somebody's gonna do it, bro. Somebody's gonna do it. It's gonna look amazing in this. And then the interactions and everything. So, Yeah, can fully recreate Detroit. Draw Pet Cthulhu. Yeah.
Would be great. Oh my goodness! We can make the busty Cthulhu girl from
Yeah.
Sucker for Love. Let's do it.
It's crazy, right? Like this is really impressive. You can do that. Yeah, obviously it looks kind of bland because they're 2D buildings or like they're flat buildings.
It looks fun though. Like this doesn't look bad. It just looks fun. Like I'm not expecting this to be fucking Sim City. All right.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I am more impressed that you can do something like this right now.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be more basic. This looks a lot more in depth from people who actually can have creativity and do stuff with their hands. So something I will never be able to do. But like you said, with the little the little ticks, you're going to make little me Majima. You're going, Kiryu-chan!
yeah, that's going to be amazing to see that. Like videos people put together of it.
Like you're going to see some massive recreations in this. Dreams, eat your heart out.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, that helmet looked pretty cool.
Angie,
look, Tron
what's
style.
on your mind?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Huh. I can't hold back my feelings for Hugh Morris.
I feel like in
I need
another
to tell
life it
him
would
how
have
I
been
feel.
humongous.
Oh, let's hope it goes well. We've got to cheer her on.
Where should I confess my love?
How about on a Ferris wheel?
Hey,
Exactly.
Trump's got the right idea.
Yeah, it's definitely the right ideas.
Why not the old-fashioned way?
With a catchphrase. Let's do it.
desperately.
The perfect locale for a profession of
Well,
love.
like just like every
if
Japanese
it goes
anime,
well.
there's one of these episodes.
Exactly,
So,
on the
The truth
wheel there.
is,
This is Final Fantasy VII right here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
You see, so, Hugh Morris, I'm in love. I'm in.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. I'm totally in love with the view from here, too.
Actually, that's not what I was going to say. I'm in love with you. Can we go on a date?
Hell yeah. The woman's being aggressive.
Hold it right there.
We go with Deepa
The one who truly loves Hugh Morris is me.
Jess is here?
Scandalous.
Hold it right there.
And Dr. Winters,
What
too?
is going on?
This broke the internet too. All the memes that came from this.
Well, the
This
one
scene.
who truly, deeply loves Hugh Morris is me.
I confessed my feelings first. That means I love Hugh Morris the most.
Hugh Morris. Which of us do you choose?
Pick one of us, once and for all.
What is this fucking... This Ben Franklin ass motherfucking woman over here.
I'm so glad you feel the same, Dr. Winters.
Oh, poor Angie. She's been turned down a second time.
Oh no.
Why does my heart hurt so much?
Chrome is dying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think it's just
wonder
to
what's brewing
showcase
with
like some
Mocha.
interesting events that could happen, in the game, like just comical, dramatic scenes like that. And what makes it even funnier is like obviously like that one guy's a clown character, but imagine if like you were creative and you had all these different me's and you're in that situation, you've got like all these different me's trying to like choose the guy. And just think about the different me's, right, that you could create in that
Yeah.
situation, how hysterical it could be. So
We're gonna have some fucked up shit going on here.
yeah, exactly.
We're gonna make it look like a Discord chat room up in this thing.
yeah, exactly.
I want to try living with Angie.
That's a great idea.
What's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day if Angie and I lived together?
I don't know, creepy child.
Creepy child.
Oh, right. Angie and Mocha go way back.
Oh god.
So why not reminisce? Let's have them talk about when the two of you
Talk
first
about
met.
the Holocaust.
I think you're
I
right.
knew you were gonna say
I'll
that.
go talk to her. Can
Yes.
I have a word?
So many me dreams will be made.
Dramas,
up,
yeah,
Mocha?
exactly.
Oh god, I love it so much.
Well, If the two of us lived together, what's something you think we'd enjoy doing every day?
I wonder how far we could break this game.
Let's say it together. On three.
We're gonna find out together, brother.
9/11 conspiracy theories.
Talking about when we met. We are so compatible. Let's move in together.
Good for you, Mocha.
Yeah, do the dance.
Here's their home. Looks like they're really living
Yo, look
the
at
dream.
that. Frying a full garlic shallot there.
You're telling me that's not
Best
how
of
you
all,
do fried garlic?
Angie looks
Hell no.
much happier too.
You're not doing it right. That's what I'm learning.
Here in this big old house, up to
That's
8
cool.
residents can live together.
Yeah.
The fun house or the content house, as
You'll be
people
able to
say
see
nowadays.
different sides
Yep.
of the Mies when they're under the same roof.
On 3, say the first name that comes to mind when you think of a fashion icon in this house. 1, 2, 3. Me.
And that's that. The Mies on this island will live out their lives however they so choose.
When is the game coming out?
When is the game coming out?
They might befriend someone, or live together,
Always handling the cleanup.
or even fall in love.
Oh my word.
They got married.
See how their relationships change.
They got have kids?
I
and
guess
help
so,
them
yeah.
out where
This is
you
great.
can.
10 out of 10 already. Someone's gonna try to replace the Twin Towers.
That
Exactly.
concludes a basic overview of Tomodachi life, living the dream. What did you think? Soon, it'll be your turn to create your own island. What kinds of me characters would you make?
All right. I'm
Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream launches on the Nintendo Switch system April 16th.
not that far off either.
Yeah, I need to go pre-order it now.
The game will also be compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried.
Thank you for watching.
I wish they had a Switch 2 version too, but like.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they didn't. But I guess maybe... I hope they don't do the thing where they're like gonna release it a year later or 2 years later, like they're doing with Mario Bros. Wonder and
Animal
Crossing. Yeah, but yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, overall that was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Looking forward to that one. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I had a fucking hell of a time watching that trailer. They really put in a lot of work for something that did not really need that much work, that's for sure.
And what's crazy too is they did it 3 times over for 3 different regions, because they had the Japanese version. So the Japanese version had its own characters. The plot was still the same with the love triangle and everything, and then the British version as well. So, yeah. I was gonna say, so like watching this all over again, like I once again had me thinking about what I can do in this game, and kind of like the just the fun like drama type stuff you can do, you know. Like I want to make characters of like my online friends, and then make characters of like fake people like Kiryu or like, you know, Link, you know, just characters like that, and just seeing like how they interact in the random situations they'll get in. And of course the city building there, you know, like you can legit do city building or town building, and there's a lot of cool little things you can do there that I wanted to do in Animal Crossing, but you couldn't. You're like really limited with it. So yeah, I'm very curious. And then like just the fact, the customability of the characters, right? The quirks, the way they talk, you know, their personalities and stuff. Like I like all of that fine tuning. So
yeah, like I said, this looks like it's going to be fun. I can see a bunch of like that YouTube poop era kind of getting revived with this game. I could see this just being just pure fun. This is what you look for in video games right here, you know?
Yep.
And definitely I'm very curious to see what my wife will do with this game. I am definitely looking forward to making the most racist island on the planet, and
yes, the utopia.
Yeah,
the most
exactly.
racist utopia.
I'm making my own Montana compound. All right, I'm It's going to be Ruby Ridge 2.
Ruby, oh my goodness. By the way, I was kind of irritated when I saw this. I think it was this morning, but people were out there complaining about the price of the game. Do you know how much this game is going for?
$60.
Yes, it's not 70, it's not 80, it's $60, and people are complaining that they're paying for a $60 game, even though like a while ago people were complaining about $70 and $80 games. So it's like, what do people really want? And everybody is basing it off of the 3DS version that originally sold at like $40.
Yeah.
But that was because 3DS games were sold at $40. And now people are complaining that a Switch game is selling at $60, even though all Switch games or most Switch games sold at $70 or $60. And as you can see, there's a lot you can do in this game. So it's not a $40.
Nintendo.
Yeah,
it's Nintendo. Let's just be honest here. The year of our Lord, 2026, and you're still fucking confused by Nintendo charging $60 for their games. The only thing I can say to you is like your performative outrage about this price is dull and stupid by now. It's like, come on. Especially if you run a fucking gaming show and you are constantly terminally online. Like, I get it. You would like these games to be cheaper. Like, it is what it is at this point,
Yeah.
you know?
I can't speak for you guys, but out here I will not be spending $60. It'll be a bit cheaper because of conversion rate. But I still think it's definitely a decent $60 game so far. I want to see a bit more of it and see, but based off what we saw there, yeah, that you could spend a lot of time in that game, so it definitely will exceed its value for me.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the key arts are going to look too across the world. I wonder if they're going to keep that little Easter egg going. So that's something I want to look forward to in the future.
Yeah,
because that's definitely good. And yeah, I think that's where we'll get ready to end the show. Ando says here chiming in, but I need something to be mad about.
Exactly, Ando. Exactly.
No, but yeah, that looked a lot better. I to be honest with you, A+. That was an A+ showing there, Nintendo.
Yes. Now do it again with the partner showcase coming up.
Yeah, that was funny. That was how you advertise a product there. You did a great job. You kept it, very showing off all the fun features, and there seems to be a lot of stuff you could do in this game, especially more than even what was in Animal Crossing for the most part.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see what the future holds for this game. April 16th, coming out pretty soon. I wonder how many of you in this chat have now been swayed to maybe consider picking this up and doing something. And if you do, I would love to see everyone's content, posted on Twitter and stuff, because this stuff seems very fun. I can't wait. Hopefully we see some, wholesomeness, some unhingedness, some randomness. Let's see it all. We're gonna get it all here, But I think that'll do it for our show for today. Thank you everyone for coming out. AC, do you want to talk about where they can find you and other plugs and so on and so forth?
Yeah, so fun time. I know it's been like 3 weeks since we've done a show, so good to be back. And yeah, you can find me here on YouTube, Angry Canadian, as well as X, Toa _ Nippon on X. And yeah, I just play video games. I sometimes do shows about video games, talking with people. Mostly it's playing video games or building Lego sets. And I need to do a stream next weekend. I haven't decided what game I'm going to play because I'm waiting for a new capture card, but it'll definitely be on my PC. So besides that, it was a lot of fun just hanging out and talking the news and stuff. And yeah, Tomodachi Life, definitely more curious in it now. So I'll probably gonna pre-order it now, because I'm probably gonna make a Word document of all the stuff I want to do and see.
Oh, speaking of Word document, you had something you were gonna say.
Oh, I can't say it on stream. I'm sorry, I can't say this on stream. Okay, we'll talk about it later. But I'm gonna come up with some ideas, and maybe I'll document it on my YouTube channel. But yeah, man, fun time, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
thanks to you, Chad, as well. Chad has been awesome tonight.
Yeah, it was great to see everyone here. Appreciate all of you for coming out. Link to his channel is in the description of this video. Go give this lovely gentleman a follow. Great guy, salt of the earth. We had fun hanging out when he came to the States too. That's for sure. So, everyone else, that will do it for this week. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it starts to get warmer. in this part of the United States, wherever you're from. Hopefully the snow is not as terrible and ice. And everything else going forward, I hope you have a great weekend. Have some fun. Super Bowl's next weekend, so that's coming up. We will be going back to regular content posted on Monday and Tuesday for pickup videos, collections, and all that stuff. Pre-recorded. Shorts throughout the week if you want to see one of my cute little puppy dog reacting weirdly to Death Stranding music. We just put that new short out there as well. And that will be it. Next week we'll be back. Rigmarole, same time. Cream, I believe, will be back on next week. And we got some other fun stuff also scheduled, which we will let you know next week. So until that time, everyone, thank you for staying by, following, and hanging out with us. And we'll